Well, thanks for joining us again. This is Newspaper Review. I am Moses Humphrey. And of course, with me in the studio, we have Akin Fatunke, who is a communications consultant and a public affairs commentator. Well, thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much.
We also have Barrister Darlington Agomo. I call him Barrister DA. Well, Barrister, thank you very much for your time.
It's my pleasure, Moses.
And we have joining us from, Plateau, Taraba, I beg your pardon. From Taraba State, we have Honorable Pascal Pulevo. Honorable Pascal, thank you very much for staying back from VOP this morning, Chair. Okay, he will join the conversation. Right, now let's dive into it. We're looking at the papers, headlines from the papers. So let's just go into it. We do have some papers in front. I'll check the e-copies and then we'll look at the hard copies that we have with us in the studio. From the New Telegraph, these headlines appear. PDP crisis intractable as confusion mars scheduled NEC meeting. Governor Mba, Southeast reserves right to review future with PDP if we need dedicated members to rebuild PDP ahead 2027, Bode George. Ganduje speaks, says it will be relief for us if Kwankwanso joins APC, says NNPP. It will be relief for us if Kwankwanso joins APC, says NNPP. There's another report I saw just now somewhere. It says betrayal. Kwankwanso allegedly joins APC. NNPP cries betrayal. Breaches. More headlines here. Breaches. NHIA sanctions 49 healthcare facilities, 47 HMOs. UN nuclear chief. Iran could start enriching uranium for bomb within months. Aminu Dantatal to be buried beside wife in Medina today, all right? And I think those are, well, we do have some more headlines. Contract staff, Tier 1 banks outsourcing costs up 35% to 119.9 billion naira. Tinubu empowers MDAs to approve projects under 20 billion naira. And minister to step down proposed $50 baggage handling fee. Lagos Abuja already world's most expensive airports. By-elections, litmus test for opposition parties, and lawyers seek legal constitutional reforms to end rights abuse. Security forces rescue 13 abducted Benue Link passengers. Victory over terrorists, others certain. Chief of Army Staff. Security votes. Serap threatens legal action against governors. And yes, well, the bottom strip there speaks about something health related. It says everyday packaging sheds plastic into food. That's according to a study. Oh, okay. Well, gentlemen, these are the headlines from the big story here is about the PDP. It says PDP crisis intractable as confusion mars scheduled NEC meeting. Those that are for Anyanwu and those that are against. I think another paper says Damagom's group are the ones perpetuated this. Oh well. According to the Punch, that story, that headline reads, Wike versus Makinde, tensions mount as PDP holds NEC meeting today. BOT summons emergency meeting ahead of disputed NEC. APC mocks PDP, says party is dead. Gentlemen.
When you are saying PDP is dead, it's very, very shameful. In fact, it's an embarrassment on APC.
How so? Is it
because it was this same PDP that nurtured APC. That's a fact. It was PDP that nurtured APC and gave them all the privileges to come on board, to become alive. Now, under their watch, the same party is having crisis. And instead of you to see what you are doing, whether it is right or wrong, you are now mocking them. If not for Tinubu, will Wike have the authority and the power he has? Please, somebody should tell me. If not for Tinubu that is backing Wike, will Wike ever try this nonsense he's doing after leaving Rivers State as governor? He will not. So when APC is mocking PDP, is it not a shame on them that they are presiding over?
Should the APC help the PDP to rise again? Because it seems like they are falling. You
didn't get me. Nobody said they should help anybody. But why are you using federal power?
No, I didn't using that.
To encourage Wike to be doing what he's doing. Yes.
Politics.
If not for, hold on. If not for federal power behind Wike, please, can he be doing what he's doing? The answer is very clear. He won't.
Isn't that what politics is about?
No, it's
Every
not.
party trying to weaken the other party.
No, it is not. No, this is anti-party activities. This is
so
anti-democracy.
It's up to the PDP then to expel him.
They have, but the power that be will not allow him. That's the truth.
What's your reaction?
Yes, my reaction is that for the very first time, my friend, Barrister D. Agomo, is agreeing with me, but
disagreeing with you.
He's agreeing.
Oh, agreeing.
He's agreeing with me. For the first time, I'm hearing Barrister Darlington Agomo saying, "Why will Bola Tinubu be encouraging?" Maybe some other things he's thinking. A Wike to be doing what he's doing. So you agree that Wike is doing some wonders one way or the other. Secondly, for you to say that it is a mockery. Don't politicians mock themselves? Is that not their stock in trade? But I seriously, it may sound as a joke, agree with him somehow. So rather, don't mock. This is a game. This is a competition. It should not be a do or die. If 2 teams, 3 teams, 4 teams, a number of teams, as we have in political parties, are limping and are not capable of administering themselves. If it is in a football tourney, you say the next season, you open the transfer window. Yes, I agree. Perhaps PDP should have to help. Excuse me, APC should have to help. You do not know how to administer. Please, can we lend you some people? And if we lend you for a little while, so that you know how to be able to put your house, put your house in order.
No, it's a lie.
The other thing is this. Moses, I know we are analyzing.
Yes.
I know I may have my bias. He may have his bias. You are the gatekeeper. You are a human being. You may have your bias. But does it matter?
It matters.
It matters to the extent that I am sad. I am sad that mavericks. Now, first of all, they are all 5 leprous hands of the one finger. Mavericks in the PDP that many people, I don't belong to that class, many people says have not done well. Is that not therefore the reason why you should organize yourself and put your house in order? It happened in 2023. We've gone through this round before. It happened in 2023 and you failed woefully and you started accusing every other person apart from yourselves. You now have this opportunity in 2027 and you are going the same route. What is it? I have a situation where, in principle, it may not be in any constitution, but conventionally, power should rotate between North and South. The North has had 8 years. It should be the turn of the South. So let it come to the South, of course. We know the South will always be one way or the divided between the Southeast, for instance, between the Southwest, and maybe the South-South. The South-South has been there. Okay, all right, I agree. So between the Southeast and the Southwest. In 2023, with all due respect that I have within me, the South East had a chance. The chance was for Peter Obi that was flying their flag to have been supported by Atiku. Atiku refused. Well, excuse me. Because he refused, Peter Obi now left. The center has not held. Right now, again, like we say, look, let's not look at split milk. But are you saying we're not going to look at split milk when we are being confronted with the same thing right now? What is the problem that I've always been saying? Why is it tough for an Atiku to raise Peter Obi's hand? Why is it tough? Why is it tough? That is what you don't find in the other mavericks. They know how to run, they know how to fight, they know how to stay, they know what to do. Some people will get K-leg here and there, but they continue on a path. We are talking politics now. And as things stand, look at what is happening to PDP. Okay. What I'm going to hear is that the man in St. Lucia, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is the one that is divided. You are allowing yourself to be divided.
No, please.
You are allowing yourself to be divided.
Let's even look at, well, we have a Honorable Pascal joining the conversation as well. But you see, El-Rufai said something, and I think it's instructive. Oh, you're laughing.
Oh yes, because
you don't value the statement of someone like El-Rufai.
Not anymore. That is it. Not anymore.
Well, he did say
he knows why he's saying what he's saying.
Well, he did say
and you
that
cannot win an election out of anger.
Infiltrated opposition parties, especially the PDP.
Exactly.
That is
To
what he
ensure
said.
that the party stays down.
Yeah,
That is what he said.
That is the truth.
But that is not.
Don't see an element of truth in it.
I don't see element of truth in that.
There is.
Let me tell you why I don't see an element of truth. Even if you make an attempt, even if you make an attempt that you want to do that, I'm going to be solid on the ground and I know how to turn you back. When you don't have the discipline to be able to turn back, what is the discipline to be able to turn back? Listen, Barrister.
Okay.
The discipline to be able to turn back is such that you should have expelled Wike. Wike is coming out to say, if you dare.
Damagum.
What does that mean?
Damagum
if you dare.
Wike's
what are we talking
Friday.
about?
Damagum is Wike's Man Friday. I wonder who would. Well, Honorable Pascal, thanks for joining the conversation. I hope we'll have a better network now, because we would love to take your thoughts. Go ahead, please.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. I think the network is better now and a little bit stable. Yeah, for me, it is unthinkable for you to say it is your neighbor that is making your children to be stubborn.
I'm sure the network, it just brought you in. We're looking at the headline, the headline that speaks about tensions and PDP. So this is how the Punch puts it. Maybe this will give you perspective. Wike versus Makinde, tensions mount as PDP holds NEC meeting today. BOT summons emergency meeting ahead of disputed NEC. APC mocks PDP, says party is dead. That's one of the headlines we're looking at right now. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. So the truth of the matter is that PDP is not a reliable opposition for Nigerians at the moment. Let's be candid with ourselves. Because they've not been able to put their house in order. And it's sad for somebody to even be saying that it's the president that is causing confusion in PDP. It's just like what I was saying earlier. So it's you saying your children are being stubborn to you because of your neighbor. It's your neighbor that is making your children to be stubborn to you. When you have all the time with your children, they are living under your roof, you are the one taking care of them, paying their bills and feeding them. So PDP has decided not to be serious with themselves, because if they were, you need to sit down on a round table and what is the problem we are having? Is it few individuals? Are they untouchable? Can we not get them out of the way? We've seen situations where political parties have suspended and expelled people before now because they are not helping the party to grow, but rather trying to see that the party goes down. But for you to say is the PDP, no. And the reality is that the FCT minister at the moment is working under the APC government. His boss that is answerable to at the moment is an APC man. And so it's for you as a party to now can this man be loyal to us? Is he not an enemy within? So much so that if we admit him to some of our meetings where we will take critical decisions on how to, unseat APC 2027.
I'm sorry.
How can
we seem to
important information, not be leaked to APC?
We've heard statements. Some of these statements have been, reiterated by these political office holders that the APC is, promising these opposition some things that are juicy. Some of them, they're promising them re-election. Especially, if you take the case of Akwa Ibom, for example, they promise them free access in the governor's re-election, and some of these promises. In fact, we know
and money.
We know and monies. We know that some meetings were held before some governors moved camp to the APC, and these meetings involved the NSA. And the question I asked then was, if politicians are discussing, what is the NSA doing in such meetings? And somebody close to me said, look, maybe he just shows them their dossier and said, look, we have this case on you. I'm just saying.
I like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's possible. Is any
politics?
Can we rule out any of that? Please go ahead.
So I think on a lighter note, the NSA is even there for their maximum security,
So Boko Haram will not come and catch them.
No.
Yeah. But for you to have even said this, that means we are giving them free consultation. If they are making promises. Some few months ago, sir, even my governor was already dusting his files and preparing to move to the APC. My governor is of the PDP. At some point, there was also an attempt. The move for the change of Shetima has been there for some time now. And my governor was also tipped among. There was also a point where they were considering balancing the ticket on a religious ground. That Asiwaju is a Muslim, and so a northern Christian should come up.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. So something like that also came at some point, and two northerners were put forth. My governor and Dogara were being considered. And my governor, who happens to have the big boy, TY, there to speak for and stand for him, was also beginning to consider, and it was a strong rumor in our state that our guy will shift ground. So you see, these things are all there, and they are part of the game. So what is stopping PDP from doing it? But unfortunately for them now, they are struggling to even get the power, because the first thing is you have to get the power before you talk about sharing it.
Okay.
Yes. Please, is it not when you have the resources that you can do all these things?
So you think the PDP doesn't have resources?
Where is the resources in PDP now? Where is it?
Atiku is still in the PDP.
Hold on.
Officially.
Where is it? Is the Atiku's resources bigger than that of the federal government? Tinubu is now the Minister of Finance and the CBN governor. He can collect money anyhow, anytime. You and I know that. So why would anybody blame PDP? PDP was there for 16 years, so I hope anybody knows this. Did Nigeria suffer like this under PDP?
How was APC able to do it in 2015?
Yeah, because that's what I'm telling you. Hold on.
With the PDP having access to all these funds.
Hold on. That is what I'm telling you. That when you have a man who does not believe in democracy, this is what you get. PDP nurtured APC, allowed them to come alive in 2013. PDP nurtured them in 2013. Gave them all the freedom. Even their leaders that were heavily corrupt, PDP did not harass them into EFCC and all that. They didn't use all those things against them. They allowed them to come on board. You said what?
So PDP was complicit.
In what? No, PDP were being democratic. That's why they allowed them. But under APC now, they are using everything because they are at the federal level. They have the federal might. This thing that Wike is doing now, PDP will never encourage it. It never did. I am telling you people facts. This thing that these people they are destroying democracy. They are destroying it. Using underhand method to coerce governors, to intimidate them, to harass them, to come into APC. Is that what you call? Can't they come on their own based on your performance? Okay, let me ask every one of you, please. Is APC performing so well that people want to come in contact with them?
Yes.
Is APC doing so well that people want to come into their fold?
Yes.
Yes. You can see now. You can see.
You ask questions, we're answering you.
You
Yes.
are not answering me. You are even mocking yourself. You are mocking yourself. Because your record that
you ask a question, I answer. You are talking.
That's not the
mocking.
answer I'm expecting from you. If it is mocking, you are failed.
Okay, so in that case, don't ask. So since you already have your mindset,
no, I'm trying to address you because posterity is watching you.
Yes.
So this is you are supporting.
And time will tell.
Why are you saying that people with
you ask question I answer.
Most people have done so far in office that he's doing so well. It's an embarrassment on his own.
He's trying.
If he do so, why will he coerce other people to come to him?
He's trying his best. He's not coercing people.
He's coercing them.
When
he said, sweep them into APC.
Like he said,
go and get me another.
They saw themselves in a sinking ship.
Nothing is
and
sinking.
you are saying they should just sink with the ship?
No, you are the one sinking the ship.
No,
you are the one. You planted bomb under the ship.
You asked me a question.
You planted bomb under those ships.
You know, two people will not win an argument. These governors know how money is coming to them to help. Many of them are getting ready in infrastructures. The people that you perhaps will have your bias to, and their umbrella is leaking, or their parties, whether it's labor or some movements here and there,
and
they are not getting together. They are not getting the politics together. Now we have somebody. Now listen, we have somebody who has been one man standing. You may decide, you say don't like it, doesn't matter. No, this one man standing is making the whole changes. That your wife, your children, like my friend said, you don't give your children food, and then you say you are looking at the other friends, and then you are not blaming everybody. Instead of you to blame yourself.
Is it not true that is not weaponizing hunger?
Yes,
now he made everybody poor so that he can now use them.
He had policies. He had policies, and I mentioned it. 3.8 GDP growth in fourth quarter. No, I can't leave it.
Leave that. He has failed.
I can't leave it.
He's the one weaponizing.
He is succeeding. And it will take you to the promised land.
Is that where Tinubu met us? Did Tinubu met us like this? Did he meet us like this?
Please hold on, Barrister. You may go ahead.
What's the situation in some PDP-led states? You know, as a state, some PDP-led states, is it better off there? As much as we are pushing all the blames to the center.
They are the ones.
Thank you very much.
They are the ones creating problem there.
I am talking to you from Taraba. It's a PDP-led state. It has been PDP-led since we returned in 99.
Thank you very much.
I am telling you that last week that we had some old persons close to your age who have worked with the government for close to 30 years and more, who were on the streets, you know, agitating. They could not be paid. Selective payment of salaries.
In a PDP state.
Are you serious?
Indiscipline, yes. But so much so that you've collected subvention just to collect subvention from federal government.
More money.
You can see now. You can see. So if they are collected money, why have they not be paid?
He's still speaking. Because they don't know how to administer. So come to where you can be administered.
Sorry, he's still speaking.
Understand the point. So most often for me, I feel the solution to this thing is when we begin to take responsibility and hold leaders accountable from the home front. It's not just putting it to one man at the center.
Thank you very much.
No,
God bless you. God bless you.
In Nigeria, it starts from the top.
We have all agreed today that he removed subsidy. Subvention to states increased. Now we are not holding the states accountable, you know, for the usage of the increased money for them, and we are pushing the whole blame back to the man who even gave them excess money.
No. Okay. Well, that's a PDP man. Can I say something? In a Labour state, in a Labour Party state,
I don't know the party he's
there is a Labour Party state that is called Abia. Abia has not had the kind of development that we we have now, courtesy of the policies that is coming from this Bola Tinubu that you people are saying.
I disagree.
That is
disagree.
The guy has more money and he's doing a lot.
Hold on, whatever money they are collecting from federal government, inflation have taken it off.
And yet he's doing what he's doing. So where is he getting the money?
Hold on, it is prudent management of LSOT. Prudent management of resources. That is all, nothing else.
So you can be prudent without cash.
Okay, the one
when you don't have anything.
The one
when you have loan.
The one Tinubu is collecting from the federal, what is he doing with it?
Oh, come on!
What is he doing with it?
Have you heard about the
all right.
The lecturers? Have you had strikes all this while?
Can you imagine? I don't know.
No, you can imagine. You can imagine. Yes, you can imagine.
What money? What
have you heard about the credit schemes that have been introduced?
Remember, he's borrowing money.
He is
borrowing money.
I am not saying we are in El Dorado, but he's doing by far better. He's doing by far better than all this your opposition.
Oh, it's a lie.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Including Labour, including PDP. You may disagree.
Why is our debt increasing?
How do you react to the fact that retired police officers are planning to go on strike?
On strike. After seeing that video now, that video.
How do I react? I'm sad.
Yes, but they are striking because
no, Henry, Moses.
Yes.
You heard me say it. I am not saying Bola Tinubu is an El Dorado man, is an angel. I said he's trying and
he's not trying. He's not trying.
He's speaking
under his watch, things has gone worse
now.
From what to bad.
He's speaking things one at a time. One of the things that this man has done, whether you like it or not, look at the tax reforms. The poorest of the poor are not going to pay taxes. It needs ingenuity. I am not happy. I'm not happy about what you say. You are saying, but it's still work in progress.
Let me tell you the duplicity in that particular tax reform. If you say the poor will not pay tax of 10 naira, then from unofficial sources, the same poor are paying 15 naira to non-state actors. Please, have you done the poor a favor?
As taxes?
As taxes, yeah. Go to the market now. Go and see what area boss are doing to the market women and the men there. Go and see how much they are collecting. Extortion. Especially this Lagos. These people are a government of their own. They are collecting double the tax they should have paid to the government. Go and ask bus drivers what they are going through.
Did you listen to Taiwo Yedele?
What did he say?
Not just what you are saying. We had multiplicity of taxes. They are going to
they are paying it.
Wait now.
As long as they are in Lagos, they will not to take that money.
All people that came before now did nothing. Now we have started with the first step. You are quarreling with the first step.
Really?
All I am saying to you is that we are going to get there gradually.
Really?
A man is doing something in economics, you call it marginal. It's marginal. Little by little we get there. Compared to all the people that have been there that have done nothing.
Where will they feed from? If you stop them from collecting and extorting money from people, where will they feed from?
We are going to feed them. What did Bola Tinubu do in Lagos State? Listen. What did he do? How did he create LASMA? How did he create Loma?
If anybody will stop area boys from doing what they do, Tinubu cannot do that. Because this boss is a good soldier during the election.
Sour grapes, unfortunately.
He can never stop them.
Well,
he can never.
Either way, time will tell.
All right, then.
It will take you
to
in 2027 when he comes back. He will take you to the promised land.
Without this area boys, Tinubu is a political featherweight in Lagos State. Without this area boys, I challenge you.
Time will tell.
Without them, Tinubu is a political featherweight. Featherweight, yes. How many talks we are following?
By the way, what's the Bola Tinubu in the east? Is he a featherweight in the east too?
Which east?
Oh, so there's no east now.
I said they move them from Lagos here and see whether Tinubu will win the local government.
Getting to other conversations.
You are just being sentimental. That's all.
I think let me give you the final say on this one, and then we'll move into another conversation.
Okay, for me, I think we've really been entertaining and making a lot of sense. So, but I think there is need for us to really look at this country with all sense of seriousness. Nobody is an angel. Nobody is perfect. Bola Tinubu is not an angel. Yes. It's not like he's perfect and it's not like he's getting it all correct.
Can't be an angel.
But on a general note, we must not push all the blames to the center when at our doorstep, we have challenges looking at us. don't leave that young man lying in front of your gate unattended to, and then you are blaming the man 1 kilometer away from you of the fire that is burning a house there.
Including insecurity, my brother. Including insecurity. Is that not the first thing? Is that not the first thing Tinubu swear to do for us?
I think for me, this is one of the things. This is one of the things that has made the governors to impoverish the poor people more in this country.
We have to talk to your
One of what?
Go and talk to your governor.
You fight insecurity, Abi?
All right.
Oga in the studio have made the point of our democracy. It's about us protecting democracy, which I so much like and I appreciate.
Thank you.
And then I think the president is trying to ensure that we have democracy
under insecurity.
We have 3 tiers of government, but unfortunately, the local government has become a subset of the state government, which is wrong. But the president is now trying his best to ensure that the local government stands on its own.
Then. Okay.
And if that's supposed to be, development is going to thrive in the country. Let us hold people accountable, right from our councillors downwards.
Okay, but there are a few headlines here I would like us to react to. You can make your pick. Killings. Serap tells governors to account for security votes. We also have 4 policemen killed in foiled attack on another Benue community. It's a very short story, so I could just dive into it. 4 mobile police officers were reportedly killed by marauding headsmen at Udei, a suburb in Yiv ward of Guma local council area yesterday. A resident, Mr. Andy Namso, told The Guardian that the security operatives who were stationed at Udei were alerted by the locals that headsmen were advancing. According to Namso, the police acted promptly and moved to the location. He said that though the police were able to foil the attack, they unfortunately lost 4 officers in the process. And then he disclosed that the rifles of all the slain officers were taken away by the headsmen. More ammunition for them. And then when The Guardian says they contacted the police public relations officer, Benue State Command, DSP Udeme Edit, she had not yet been briefed. She said she had not yet been briefed. Of course, that's a way to just avoid putting out statements. Okay, that's one of the stories here. Interpol, there's another one. Let me just take it and then you can react. I think we are focusing on insecurity. Okay. Interpol detects 3,459 cyber threats, targets on Nigeria, warns of rising ransomware threat in the region. Should I go deeper?
No time. Precious.
Do you have a good understanding of it?
Moses,
Barrister,
how many times will they kill people and the federal government just do nothing? How many times, especially our security agencies?
Obviously, we see that they are working. The
they are not working.
No,
they are not working. Look, I don't want people to be cutting flag for Tinubu.
No. I'm saying the security agencies.
They are talking about security. What do you have? Did Tinubu take your wife or what?
Hold on, please, hold on. Mr. Moses, please answer me.
Barrister.
Who is the commander-in-chief here?
The president.
Who swore to protect lives and property of Nigerians? Is that not the first thing he's supposed to do for us?
Working with the constitution.
Hold on. That is what he swore. He didn't say that governors will help him. Yes, he didn't say so. When he was swearing.
I see.
Yes, it is his responsibility. And he had not done anything about it.
Okay.
When he went to Benue, what did he say? What did he do? Nothing. I don't like people. When you people see the truth, you will not face it. How can you be blaming governor who cannot even command a police commissioner in his state? Please tell me, what do you want the governor to do? Even Sarah that is talking about the security vote. Security vote is unconstitutional. There is no place they wrote it in our constitution that a governor is entitled to so security vote.
The fact of the matter is, they have it. They
have it. No. It's according to the state as established by the state assembly, and it is not for the governor to use it to fund police or army. It is not what it's supposed to be. That one is for his own personal use, for his own private use. That's what that security vote is all about. There are things he need to do, information and all that. People that are supposed to do 1 or 2 things for him. It's not for him to use security vote to fund police or army. It is the responsibility of the federal government, for God's sake. It's not constitutional. So why are you going to measure it? It's not constitutional. That's the truth. Each time they say the security vote, as if the governor, the security vote is even enough to fund a local government police in his state. He cannot do that. So why are people not blaming Tinubu for escalating insecurity in Nigeria?
Wow.
Escalating insecurity.
Yeah.
And he's not doing anything about it.
Okay. Thank you very much. So let me even concede that it's not doing anything about it. So why don't we go to the end game? Because I mean, as an arbitrator, an emotionally intelligent person.
To do what?
Without conceding, because I don't agree with you, but let's take what you have just said. That is it. What is it that you are doing?
What I'm doing?
No, wait, now let me finish.
I'm calling him out.
I have not.
I'm calling him out.
But you can't answer a question without me finishing. I'm not finished.
Okay, go ahead.
What is it that you are doing with the people you know and the people you support to come together in a unified force to now wrest power away democratically from this person? What we were saying is that you are so unserious. You are not showing. You are not showing discipline. And then you want to go to a battle, and all what you just want to continue to do is just to continue to blame the man at the center. Look, anger, like Fashola said, anger is not a strategy.
Oh, listen.
Go and sit down, put your house in order, look for a very credible thing.
You are supporting Infemi.
What is Infemi?
Tinubu, under his watch, Nigeria has gone bonkers. Yeah, security wise, economic wise, politically wise, he has destroyed our
politically.
Yes, he has destroyed our political institutions. It's on record. Look at what he's doing with INEC.
Economy income.
Yes, which economy?
Okay, so
which
economy is not doing well also.
Yeah, he's doing well.
Okay,
he's doing so well. How much were you buying right before
I
they came in?
concede with you on security,
No.
but the issue of the security is carrot and stick, and you know there are so many things that there are so many levels.
I didn't say any
for
carrot.
you to come here and say that our military are not doing anything.
Did the Tinubu allow them to
for
work?
you to say that military are not doing anything is very inglorious statement.
The commander-in-chief have not given them that
It is not a fair statement on our military.
I am telling you, the commander-in-chief.
That is not a fair statement on our military.
The commander-in-chief of Nigeria have not given them that power to work. Tinubu is responsible. Let him say the truth. Yeah, okay. Because if not, why is he not impose a state of emergency in Benue?
Okay,
as
so
I'm talking to you today, Moses, the northern leaders are begging Tinubu come and impose state of emergency in the north. Tinubu refused.
Are the governors responsible too?
No, you had it.
Okay, the governors are not responsible.
Leaders are begging Tinubu come and impose state of emergency.
So the governors are not responsible.
But he went to Rivers.
It's only better Tinubu that is responsible. Then take him out now. Why can't you go and talk to your people and take him out?
And hold on. If there is free and fair election, Tinubu will not be here in 2027. You are free and fair.
Why are you blaming every other person apart from blaming yourself? That you don't have a strategy. You don't have a vision. You don't have the capacity to do what you need to do.
If strategy is what Tinubu is using, then I disagree with strategy.
Okay.
This is not strategy.
Okay.
This is what? Intimidation and state capture.
But for Bola Tinubu, putting the right strategies together, a place like Abia State is one of the states. A PDP state like Enugu State is one of the states that is working in this country. So it's not about APC.
Really?
Go and get your strategy together.
Let me start with his own state. What's going on in Lagos State here? Is this strategy?
Well, are you going to tell me? Oh, you are going to compare Lagos State with some other states?
Yes.
You see?
Because to whom much is given, much is expected.
But they are trying.
Which is trying?
Oh, they are not trying at all.
Where are they trying?
Okay, they are not trying at all.
They are not trying.
Okay.
The economy of Lagos State have not been utilized for the Lagos people.
Okay.
It's going somewhere.
To where?
I don't know. Ask Tinubu and Sanwo-Olu. Let them explain. The IGR of Lagos State is the IGR of 26 states. 26. Look at the gap.
Not even the
where is the money?
Not even the whole of 36.
Where is the money going to? Where is it?
Your state is your state generating any IGR?
Please, I am saying it that Tinubu is
your state is not even. You don't even have the capacity to generate IGR in your state. And you are looking at another state and talking about other states.
They carry military and invaded my state. They invaded my state. And that's why nothing is working.
And that was Tinubu carry military there.
Let's check out a few other headlines here.
Thank you very much. I enjoy my friend anyway. I enjoy him.
In as much as we are being emotional.
Very, very emotional.
Right.
Not emotional, we are being factual.
No.
We are being factual.
Your fact is your fact remains to you. My fact remains to me The other person's
according to
fact
the
remains to
Punch-
him.
according
You
to the Punch,
can't put your fact on
We'll
us. You can't.
we'll stay with this conversation. Flipping the pages of the Punch newspaper, there is, as published here, Hurricane Tinubu APC launches fresh moves to pull 5 governors. Now, the story has it that the ruling All Progressive Congress that's APC, has boasted of wooing at least 5 more governors to its camp amid a wave of defections by opposition bigwigs, federal lawmakers, and endorsements for President Bola Tinubu's re-election. The move comes in the wake of Friday's resignation of the immediate past national chairman of the APC, Dr. Abdullahi Ganduje, and the revelation made in an exclusive interview with the Punch newspaper by APC National Vice Chairman Southeast, Dr. Ijoma Arodiebu, signaled a deepening crack within the opposition bloc and raised fresh concerns over its ability to mount a formidable challenge against Tinubu's re-election bid. Well, this is as published by the Punch newspaper.
It's as simple as Atiku, as it was in 2023. They were together with Kwankwaso. They were together with Peter Obi. They were all together because of power. They all went their different ways, split their votes, and the man was who had a strategy, got in there. Now I expect that by now you will have learned your lesson.
He didn't make
see what you are doing. You are still fighting. It is Peter Obi today. It is Kwankwaso tomorrow. It is whatever it is tomorrow. You are not capable of telling yourself the honest truth. And if you are not capable of telling yourself the honest truth, continue to blame others.
Patrick, please let us call a spade here.
Where is the spade?
With yourself.
Where is the spade?
If our institutions were working, like INEC and the courts, did the Tinubu qualify to contest that election?
Oh, wait.
Did you qualify to contest that election? Not to talk of winning.
Listen.
You can say now.
You believe Tinubu is not qualified?
He didn't.
No, wait now. He's not qualified to
contest that election, yes.
It went to court. And the court...
That's what I'm telling you.
Well, no, that's not what you are saying.
Yes, they have to compromise.
You can't reprobate and approbate. So, there has to be an arbiter. The arbiter now then came. Then the next thing you started doing you started... So it is.
They were compromised.
It is now INEC.
Yes,
it is
they
the
were
court.
compromised because the facts are there.
I'm not saying these institutions are perfect.
How can somebody enter into a contest?
Why don't you put your own house in order? Go to court. Go to court.
And the court should saw it and look the other side.
No. How can you? No.
That's why somebody tried to send him to Tunisia and they sent him to jail.
No. You even You went to the US. Remember, you went to the US.
The one that happened here.
All I am saying, if you are not ready to abide with the rules and you are going to continue to blame every other person apart from you, the day you begin to look at yourself and you begin to blame yourself, then your problem is half solved.
I've looked at myself. I'm not like Tinubu. Are you okay?
Okay.
I've looked at myself. I didn't see myself in Tinubu.
I think it's just you and I left on this.
It's more.
Pascal.
It's much more strategic than you. Obviously,
thank you very
you can't
much.
compare.
Now let's take some more headlines from Business Day newspaper. Now let's have the Business Day. So 2 bold headlines here. At 3.7 billion naira per kilometer, Nigeria builds Africa's most expensive roads. There's a breakdown to it, but I don't think we have enough time to run into all of that. How one policy fueled Nigeria's cement boom? Dangote to list fertilizer refinery in 2025-2026. Tinubu empowers ICRC to implement approval threshold for PPP projects. Well, let's stay on the road construction. Honorable Pascal, let's stay on the road construction. We hear that in recent times, Nigeria has spent an average of 3.7 billion naira. That's approximately $2.31 million on the construction of a kilometer of road, making it the nation with the most expensive roads in Africa. The Federal Ministry of Works recently disclosed that it has made significant investment in the northern part of Nigeria, pointing out that 258-kilometer carriageway in Kebbi State was awarded at 958 billion naira for just 1 lane. David Umahi, Minister of Works, disclosed this recently, noting that the procurement for the second lane was still awaiting the Federal Executive Council approval. And then he said when both lanes were accounted for, the total investment on the Kebbi corridor alone would approach 2 trillion naira.
Yes.
And analysts say 958 billion naira being spent on the construction of a 258-kilometer road is too exorbitant. Honorable Pascal, let me stay with you. What are your thoughts on this headline? And what's the way forward?
Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to say a word on the insecurity before I comment on this.
Okay, go ahead.
Actually, yes. The truth of the matter is that this is one area I scored the president very low. That is the issue. Yes, that is the issue of insecurity in the country. So much so that as much as I don't subscribe to the fact that the governors are powerless in totality, much needs to be done by the federal government, because the federal government controls to a large extent the security architecture in the country. But the governors have also a lot to do to ensuring that people are safe in their states, because we see them commanding, like last week we had a meeting. I was privileged to be part of the meeting where we had all the security outfits in my state. There are men commanders there in that meeting and with the governor. And there was a question I asked when they were lamenting the fact of the deputy governor, the SSG, when he was lamenting the fact that they are limited in powers to command the security and ensure things are in order. Then I asked the question, I said, where do they used to get the command? The president visited my state a month ago. Where was that command to assemble all security agencies, and all whatnot? When the governor is going to a particular environment, where is always the command that you get maximum security cover, in that kind of environment, and then everything goes well? Sanity, you will see power in action. So where is always that command? Is it Tinubu that the governor gives the permission from, or the governor has some authority to be able to regulate our internal security in the state? Which the truth of the matter is that he has. So governors too can control, and they are managing some things in the states. They can also do more about it, as against pushing the blames only on the federal government.
All right. Now unfortunately, we are out of time. We are out of time. Absolutely out of time. I know time flies, unfortunately. But we must say a very big thank you to you, Honorable Felix Pascal Pulevo. Thank you very much for your contribution on the program. And big thanks to Barrister Darlington Agomo and Mr. Akin Fatunke. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Pascal. I love your analysis.
I am Moses Humphrey. Have a lovely day. Bye for now.